Hey guys, Detailed Illusion here, and this vlog's going to be a little bit short. I don't have much to show off. I've been kind of taking you guys along on the progress of snow via pictures because I forgot my webcam at home. I actually built snow at my parents' place because my workshop in my townhouse is like my bedroom, which is 8.5 feet by 11 feet. And I'm pretty sure that weapon is 8.5 feet by 11 feet. So I crashed my parents' basement for a few days, and that's how I made that. The whole thing took about 3 full days worth of work. For those of you who missed the Facebook posts, it is based on a clear plastic sort of body that was stuffed. There was 2 sheets pressed together, and then the tube was sort of shanked up. But inside that, it was a PVC tube painted silver. Same kind of goes for the base. Then it was built up with first a layer of blue garbage bags, and then layers of saran wrap. And that was covered in epoxy that I put glitter into to try and make it have a little bit. I found the saran wrap only had, while it looked really good, it only had 1 dimension of shine to it, and I wanted it to have another kind of look. Also, with a weapon like that, so much of it is determined by light, and while the saran wrap looked really good when there was backlight and top light, when light was shined directly on it, it kind of lost a little bit of its ice-like qualities, so that's why the glitter is there, because glitter reacts really, really well when light shot right on it, so, which was a kind of concern for when it's going to be on stage at the masquerade, so that's why I chose that. Clear mediums really, really fucking suck to work with. It's kind of a challenge because everything you do on it is going to end up being visible, and you have to work with really weird materials. I was really skeptic about the saran wrap. I did a bunch of tests, and of all the things that I used, saran wrap looked the most like ice, so that's why that was kind of chosen. And also, Snow's weapon has a lot of direction in it, and I thought with saran wrap I could kind of like pleat it and fold it and give it that kind of movement that the weapon has. The blue garbage bags was a choice because they would add body underneath, and I mean, one option could be painting it. I just find whenever I apply like clear tint paint, it doesn't apply evenly, and that headpiece is like 4 feet by 4 feet. I've done it successfully on like small glasses for Kamina, but I was worried I was going to run into problems if I tried spraying that entire thing, and also it would cost more paint, and the garbage bags worked pretty damn well. So yeah, I mean, you guys will get to see more of it in pictures, and those of you going to the con will get to see it in person. It is good from one side. The kind of spiky details that are on like the edge of the weapon are very 3-dimensional, and because this thing needs to be transported and lay flat, I couldn't put it on both sides because they would just get squished down and kind of mess up the saran wrap. So on one side it just has the normal details kind of flat, and on the other side it has more of the 2-dimensionality that the weapon has. And that'll be the side that I'll be pointing towards the camera. So that's kind of the dirty little secret of that weapon. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It looks heavy, it's not that heavy. The only issue is when there's low ceilings and I can't actually get the like top part fully up. It's kind of like in an awkward place, so I don't know, I might have to go bench press it to get used to that. As I said, the suit is kind of coming together. I haven't had much time to work on it, but it's kind of uneventful. There are changes to the Ganime cosplay lineup. Speaking of changes, I'm blonde. For those of you who didn't notice, the reason I did that is because I wanted to lighten my eyebrows, and I don't know, if I just lightened my eyebrows, it was going to kind of look weird with my dark hair. So I lightened them to the color of my beard because I'm half Argentinian, half Dutch, so my body hair grows in like calico cats, like every different color. It's ridiculous. That's what happens when South American and very European people make babies. Anyways, so it's blonde now. I'm enjoying it. I feel a little more Elf King-like too, like all the time, so that's kind of fun. I feel like I want to judge people and rule forests. But yeah, so yeah, I'm doing a lot of blonde characters, and having the lighter eyebrows helps a lot with that, rather than trying to lighten them every time I do makeup at cons. Speaking of makeup, I've gotten confirmations for my Ganime panels, and one of them will be cosplay makeup for guys, which is my absolute favorite panel to run because men and makeup don't always come together in the cosplay community. I think people have gotten a lot better about it during the year, but whenever you're going to have a camera shoved like at your face, it's kind of nice to have those layers. And also there's kind of a transformation quality that makeup gives that can add a little bit of surrealism to yourself. And when you're cosplaying characters that don't really exist, I think that's part of the illusion that you're creating. So yeah, I really enjoy running that panel, talking about like masculine makeup techniques. I love not ironic's the wrong word, but contradicting things like that. So it's a lot of fun. I usually get like an audience volunteer and dazzle him up. So, and girls who want to cosplay guys can also benefit from the panel. So please, if you're free, stop by. It's a lot of fun. I'm a spaz, so chances are I'll say something dumb that you guys will find funny. The other panels that I'm talking on is there's a crossplay panel that I'm doing, and I'm kind of talking about the guy to girl transformation. And for those of you who've seen some of my older pictures, I've done that a few times with a fair amount of success, so I gotta talk about the secrets of how to stuff boobs and how to use makeup in a completely different way and try and make your masculine features look more feminine, and what to do with your eyes and whatnot. So that's also really fun. And then thirdly, I'm talking on the Masquerade Performance panel, which is fun. For those of you who don't know, I have a background in theater, so Masquerade Performance is always kind of fun for me because it's like a little bit of a homage to that. And I feel like I've done a lot of different kinds of masquerade skits in my journey as a cosplayer. And I really don't think there's a wrong way to do a masquerade skit, but what I want to talk about is the effectiveness of different skits, and more just when we have such a like tight limit of 1 or sometimes if you're lucky 2 minutes, what to leave in and what to take out of your performance. But yes, changes to the Ganime cosplay lineup. See, if you guys are really like into that, I just left you hanging for 5 minutes. Anticipation. Elsa is not going to make it to Ganime because I need my beard for Snow, and I was planning on doing Thranduil Friday and Elsa Sunday, and I was like, bearded Elf King might not work so well. And as much as I want to try really hard to grow a beard in a night, I just don't think I have that manpower. Maybe if I eat like 30 strips of bacon and, I don't know, do something really manly, I'll just have a beard the next morning. Is that how that works? Go like wrestle wolves in the forest. But so I'm going to, because Thranduil's already done and I really want to do another shoot with him, I'm going to do him on Sunday. And on Saturday instead, I'm going to be doing my gender bend Moxie costume, because I figured she's so ladylike, her masculine counterpart could have facial hair, so I'm really excited for that. I bought like the most fun fabric for it today, and I'm just super psyched to make it. It'll be a fun, simple costume to wear. One day I'll make the gun for it, because I really want to make a vibrating gun. But that won't make it to that con, so it's just kind of I'll be throwing it together next week, and hopefully it'll come together in time. But yeah, and obviously, so Snow will be Saturday. It'll be interesting. I'll be running all my, I don't know when my panels are, but it'll be very different characters depending on which day my panels end up being on. Yeah, so that's about it, I think. For those of you who are attending Ganime, I hope that your cosplays are coming together a little quicker than mine, because I know next week is going to be a little bit of a shit show for me. Otherwise, I do hope that any of you who want to talk to me come up to talk to me at Ganime. I love talking to people, and I don't know, I've gotten messages from people saying that they want to talk to me but they were too afraid to, and please, I love chatting. We have so much in common, clearly. We're both at anime conventions. Like, we clearly have similar interests, and I'm just so excited to meet new people, and I love the kind of Ottawa, Canada cosplay community so much, and I'm really excited to be back into it. I really enjoyed Pop Expo, and Ganime is going to rock. For those of you who aren't attending, I hope you're doing well, and I will see you all next week.